Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Keeley Talks. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to do some free readings, and for anyone who's new here, I'll explain how we do that very quickly before we start. So in a moment, I'm going to ask everybody to put one if they would like a reading, and then I will pick who I'm drawn to. If I pick you, then you can ask your question. I just ask that nobody asks any legal or health related questions. And also, some people don't know what to ask, so you can also always ask for a general reading. I ask that you don't spam the chat. Some people spam the chat when we're in the middle of a reading. You know, I can see you. You don't need to spam, or I'll get to you if I feel drawn to you. And also please hit that subscribe button as well, guys. Just give me 1 second, loves. So let me just see who's here in the chat right now. Oh, by the way, as well, I don't do a list for the readings. I just go to who I'm drawn to. Do you want to come and say hello to everyone? Hello, everyone. Oh, me. Hello, everyone. Oh, God. Okay, so we have Talking. Hey, Tal. Hello, Jano. Hey, now. Hey, Justice for Debt. Hey, JLT, thank you for liking. Okay, so we'll get straight into it then. Let me put my banner on. If you'd like a reading, guys, put 1 in the chat right now. Whilst you do that, I'm just going to get my cards from over here. It's bloody freezing today. It's very chilly. Fluffing things.
The usual.
Okay, let's see who we're drawn to. Hey, Ryan Buck as well. Tyler, I haven't forgot, love. I've just been super busy. And I've been poorly as well. I'll tell you guys about that in a bit. Wait, Weinbach? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but if you have a question, love, put it in the chat. The cards are there. I'm waiting. They don't want to come out. Do you want to put your question in the chat, love? I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Weinbach? I don't know. Hey, David, as well. Hello from Canada, says David. Well, hello from England. What's the new year bring for me? Okay. Let's see what we've got going on. Yeah, okay. Excuse me. So, my love, first card here I've got for you is the Seven of Pentacles, I want to say within 2022, okay, it's going to be a case of planting your seeds and watching that grow, watching things manifest, but having to have patience with it, okay? I want to say that sometimes you can get a bit of impatient waiting for things to come into fruition and waiting for things to happen. But I feel like that 2022 is good for you, my love, is going to be the waiting game. And it's going to be about putting that hard work in, okay? And literally putting the graft in. And I want to say that this will pay off, okay? This will pay off in many, many blessings for you throughout your life. Going forward, it's not just going to be about this year, but this year I want to say it's going to be about that foundation stage. I want to say that there's going to be changes within the career there as well, where it's like we're going to be leveling up, okay? But I want to say that this will require you to make changes or make decisions. We've got Two of Swords here. This will require you to make changes and make decisions, and to cut things out that ain't serving you. So even though you may feel like that they are serving you, even though you may feel like they are helping you, there's going to be a requirement to prioritize the things that you need to do. Shut up, phone. Why are you bleeping at me? Let me just put that on silent. Okay. It's going to require like prioritize and put things like, I want to say that some of the fun things that we like to do, we're going to have to put them to one side so that we can really focus on putting that hard work in. There's also a need, I want to say there's also going to be situations where I'm back where you feel like that things ain't going your way, where you feel like that where you feel like everything is just going downhill. And the tarot here is reminding you of all the positives that you have surrounding you, not just to focus on the negatives there, to focus on the positives, okay, through the trials and tribulations, so that you can carry on progressing and going forward. I feel like that there's a need to work on that self-belief as well, love. So that we can like really trust and believe in us as well. I also want to say this is I've got half four here. This year for you, this special beginning of this new year, is all going to be about receptivity and being open to receive, okay, whether that be from the people around you or from the universe. It will help you to increase your own energy and your own intuition. So I want to say sometimes you second guess yourself, and doing this you can sometimes make the wrong decisions. Like, I want to say that's why sometimes you feel blinded making them decisions, and you sometimes can rush into it. I want to say when them decisions are coming up within this new year, there's really a need to process and take it all in, okay? Rather than just steaming ahead, there's need to take a moment of quiet and think out the pros and the cons there of what it is that we need to do. We are gonna, we've got the work again coming in here for your Weinbach about putting the hard graft in, the hard work in. I want to say this is going to be a case of learning something new, not just a new skill, but learning new things about you that you never knew about you. So watch where this arises for you as well. Now, I'm going to get you a Rebel deck card, my love. Let me just get it here. Okay. So, Weinbach, These rebel deck cards, they're very blunt and tell you how it is. Sometimes they do curse, and sometimes they tell you something unrelated to what you're asking, but they tell you what you need to know. So you've got you do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. This card's coming in, love, because there's people around you. I feel like that you're trying to help. You're trying to help them better themselves. And this card is saying, pack that in now. Let them do them. You do you. This year is about you focusing on you and leveling up and getting to where you need to be, rather than helping them level up to where they need to be. That is something that they need to learn and develop themselves. I have no idea. Oh, that was okay. Can you rewind back? Oh, bloody hell, I just lost all my cards. Okay. So, put you on if you'd like a free reading, guys. And whilst you guys do that, I'm going to get us our daily spiritual as fuck card for today. Because this is good. This is like, if you're not going to get a reading, this is going to give you a bit of guidance for today. And another lot of cards fell on the floor. Okay. So it says here, beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negative shit. What's the first thing you thought of when you read negative shit? Write that shit down and take some space from it for a week. Then you'll notice of what happens in your life. You'll probably really like the results. Hey, Felicia. Oh, yeah. Hey, Rosa. And hey, Jenna Lee Crumpton as well. How's it going? Okay, Rosa, I feel drawn to you. Love, do you want to put your question in the chat there? Just no legal or health-related questions. And if you don't know what to ask as a question, you can always ask for a general. Ava, this stream is not advertised as a Johnny Depp stream, love. It is a free psychic reading stream, but we do sometimes talk about Johnny Depp within that. I do cover Johnny Depp. I do videos about Johnny Depp. I do live streams about Johnny Depp, but this stream itself is about giving people free readings so that they can get guidance on their life. Okay, Rose would like to know what blessings are coming in for me going into March. Thanks. Okay. So, like I say, with all my futuristic readings, I'm not a fortune teller. Nobody can predict your future. The cards can only guide you and tell you what can happen and help guide you to that point. I know where's Ava. Ava, are you from the Johnny Depp community? I don't know if I recognize your name. Okay. Thank you for understanding, Rosa. So basically, your future is in your hand. Like, every soul is born with free will. So we have the power to, change our futures. Hey, Kara. Yes, everybody's well. We're all alright. We're doing fine. Okay, Rosa, my love, I felt drawn to get the Goddess Oracle out. And the first card I got for you is Bridget. Don't back down. Okay, stand up for what you believe is right. I feel like in March, it's about connecting in with that that empowerment energy of when people are trying to push their opinions on you. There's this need to be believing in your quintessential self and trust in yourself. Again, I'm getting this like second guessing energy. I know you're asking for what blessings are, and I feel like that this is a blessing in itself, is that we are learning that self-empowerment. Again, we've just had that in the last reading. But with Bridget here, this is about I want to say, my love, that there's something around you where there's this anxiety, okay, Rosa. And I want to say that when you're making decisions, okay, you tend to back down from yourself. Like sometimes, like you can back down from your own wants and needs, and you let things get in the way. You make these situations seem what they're not, okay? I want to give you so much healing, my love, because I want to say that going back in the past, that there was a person or a situation that constantly made you second guess yourself, and there's a need to follow that passion like deep within. And I want to say that there is some sort of healing going to your shoulder or neck, or there's someone around you who's getting healing. This could be energy related, so it could be some sort of blockage. I want to say around the throat chakra, again, it's like this, not talking up as well when we're needing to, and not speaking out when we're needing to. It's like we're letting other people step in, like, and take the lead. When and then quietly we're letting them do that, to like be that people pleaser and not wanting to step on people's toes. Like coming up in March, this is going to be about you doing what you need to do for you, okay, and not letting the other people have that limelight. Step on a few toes, do you know what I mean? Thank you, Kevin. Hey, Annie, as well. You got Sulis coming in here, bodies of water. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Okay, so going into the March, this is the guidance from the Oracle here, and the guidance is that there's a need for you to be recharging yourself, Rosa. I want to say that the over the last 6 months to a year have been very draining for you. So we are really needing to recharge ourselves and reboost our energy so we can be that strong person. I want to say that you tend to be strong for everybody else but not yourself. And this is all about learning curves for you, okay, for you personally, and having that selfish moment for yourself. People misjudge that as egotistical, and that's not the case, because at the end of the day, if we're not okay inside, then we can't be okay for people. You said, yes, I'm not doing that anymore regarding not backing down, and I am so happy to hear that. This is the Oracle reconfirming that for you and saying, this is only going to get better and stronger for you as you keep not doing that. I want to say that that things have been rocky for you, Rosa, and this rocky period, it's like put us in this a bit of a fighting mode, and a defensive mode as well. I want to say, like, sometimes you feel like people are out to get you even when they're not. Thank you, Kerry, for explaining the stream, love. I feel like that this isn't intentional. This is true feelings that you feel inside, Rosa. That's their intention. But every time that comes, you need to listen to the intuition and send love, because sometimes there is people who are, that are out to get us. But again, I feel like it's that defense mechanism because of things that have gone on in the past. Yeah, you have to take time for yourself and time to get self-care and get yourself 100% so that your intuition is on loud and clear, and we know the people then to trust and not trust. I feel like that the last thing I want to say to you regarding March is it's going to be all about taking risks and being adventurous with it and being bold, and basically like letting your freak flag fly and having fun with it, Rosa. We've got Freya here, and she's all about taking risks and be daring. This is about climbing up a mountain, even though we feel like that we want to stay down there at the bottom. But Freya's coming in and saying, have fun. Ultimately, to be having fun with it, and to let that fun guide you. And I just picked up the top tarot card, and it's the Five of Cups here, Rosa. This card is reminding you to, when things are feeling like they're grey and gloomy, to remember the positives surrounding us, okay? Even when we feel like things ain't going the way that we're wishing them to go, that we still have these things here to look forward to and to be feeling blessed for, okay? I want to say March is all about having this bold energy, recharging, realizing all these positives surrounding us, and to have some adventures as well. Do things that you wouldn't usually do on your day-to-day and switch things up. Switch up that day-to-day routine. I want to say like we've been in a bit of a cycle where every day is feeling the same. So we need to like switch things up a little bit. Now I'm going to get you a Rebel deck card, Rosa, because I give one to everyone at the end of the reading, and they are very blunt. They tell you exactly what you need to know, not what you want to hear, and sometimes they curse, but everybody loves these cards.
My favourite.
Okay. You got, get the fuck outside, move your ass.
Right.
Your body is pissed at you. So this card here, Rosa, what this is telling you is again, like, to switch things up. It's like confirming what, like, sometimes to tell you something so random that is totally unrelated to your reading, but this is connecting to your reading quite well, because it's saying to you there's a need there to go out and be surrounded by nature. Okay, you was told to go around water to re-energize and recharge. So that I love that card. It's telling you just get out your routine and snap out of it. Felicia says, I think she does private readings on IG as well. Not sure. Well, you can contact me on Instagram. I don't actually do it on Instagram. I don't do it in like, you can contact me on Instagram or email or Twitter or even my Facebook page. All of it is in the description down below. If anyone would like a private reading, you can contact me on any of the info below. Thank you, Kerry. Annie loves the Rebel deck. Me too. Okay, guys, if you'd like a reading, put a number 1 in the chat. Let me like knock this energy out. tonight I'm going to be going to my spiritual church, to the open circle for the first time, to the giving a read, because in the open circles where I will be giving readings as well as other mediums for the first time in nearly 4 years, and I'm really, really excited about that. Oh, thank you, Rosa. Thank you very much, love. David Pierce, I feel drawn to you. Do you want to put your question in the chat? Whilst David is putting his question in the chat, let me read you guys a quote about being positive. Today's a blank page. What are you going to write on it? I love that. It's such a little quote, but it is. Every single day is a blank page, and it's up to you how you spend that day. Do readers read for themselves, says Weinbach, and some readers don't. I personally do. I can read for myself. I can give myself a reading. I can connect in with my own loved ones in spirit. I can, the thing is, when you read for yourself, sometimes when a card comes out, it's about not being biased and reading that as if you're not the reader. If that makes, as if you're not the receiver. As long as you're honest with yourself, then you totally can. Like a lot of people who get into divination and learning how to be psychic or learn how to connect with spirit, start off by doing that for themselves. Hey, Redbird. Okay, Dave says, would love to know what to do would love to know what does my future hold home-wise, and also what does New Year got in stock for me, or what should I be prepared for? Okay, David, like I said, I think you heard me say it again before, that your future isn't written within the stars or within a deck of cards, and your future is written by yourself, and the actions that you take, the cards can just guide you and help you get you to where you need to be by giving you that guidance. So let me see what we pull out here, David. Hey, Jenna Lee. Hey, Martina Jasmine. How are you, love? Welcome to the chat. Right, okay. So, David, first of all, my love, you're in a healing state right now, okay? When we get this card pulled out, it normally means that there's there's been some uncertain circumstances, like things have been uncertain, or we've just been through something that was very, very hurtful. Okay. I want to say that with this, because it's not just this card, you'll see what else I mean in a minute. With this card in particular coming out, things have been very still for you. There's not been this movement, and you feel like that when are things going to change? When are things going to happen for me? When, I know that that's probably a question that we all ask ourselves sometimes. But this is the reason why things ain't switching up and just, happening for you right now, David, is because we're in this healing state. Our soul, our body is healing from the things that you've been through, David. I want to say that is something that is best not opened up in stream. Now, this could even be something going way back to when we was younger and growing up, but there's definitely something there that is we are healing from. It's like it caused some sort of trauma to the soul. And I want to say, my love, we've got this Sagittarian energy around us here. It's got this fire energy. I feel like you have Sagittarius somewhere within your chart there. Because we've got the Temperance card, okay? And this card is all about balance. I feel like, David, that you do try to find the balance within life anyway. You try to balance wherever you can. And I want to say that you do have a great like inner calm within you. But sometimes when you get offered opportunities, David, you can be quite stubborn or be dismissive with them. And I feel like that sometimes that is like your inner saboteur that comes and speaks up and says, you ain't good enough, you ain't gonna achieve that, and you put yourself on a peg down. When you're able to, and you have the capacity and the capability to achieve the things that you need to achieve. You just need to accept that open opportunity when it arises to you, when it comes to you. Now, I feel like that there's a need for a lot of patience around you. Like I said, I feel like that there's this need. David, I don't want to read your comment. I can see it's there, and like I don't want to read it. Let me just hide that so I don't see. Don't put anything in the chat. Don't put any information in the chat whilst I'm giving you a reading, guys. Now this Temperance card is about finding that tranquility, okay? Finding that state of tranquility. The mind has been very kerfuffled, and I feel like that we've got I feel like that as we go into the springtime, that things will start to settle down for you. I feel like that you feel very, very drawn to be into spirituality and like working as a medium and connecting with spirit. It really, really, really intrigues you because you have questions. I want to say that you look for signs from spirit, and you try and see where they're trying to give you signs and symbols. Now, David, your goal, the aspirations you have, I feel like that they are immense and they are large and powerful, but they are way, way down the road, my love. Like I said, we are healing now, okay? We have the Hanged Man. So, David, this is talking about the need for you finding time to meditate and to finding time to quieten the mind. I want to say that sometimes you can feel your mind going very dark and getting like upsetting thoughts. And there's a need there to be bringing in that mindfulness so that we can switch off from that and really tune into this peacefulness. I want to say that you are a peaceful person anyway, because I do feel a lot of peace around you. But I want to say that as of recently, there's been some self-indulgence, okay, and there's been a bit of recklessness, David. And we've been like making decisions in haste, okay, not taking our time. And I want to say again, this is like you, David, when people are trying to offer you help, offering you comfort, you tend to push people out, like, nope, go over there, I don't want it, shoo, over there. Now, if you take the guidance from the cards regarding connecting in with that mindfulness and accepting the help when you're needing it, okay, instead of just pushing people out, this will lead to emotional fulfillment, okay. The Nine of Cups, so it's all about that emotional fulfillment and feeling content within ourselves, because I feel like sometimes, I feel like sometimes we push people out, and sometimes we lean on others when we're needing to stand strong within ourselves, or we use situations as an excuse or as a leaning post, and we need to be like, when there's need there to be taking that time for self-admittance and saying, actually, I buggered that up, I messed up and I shouldn't have done that, and I need to be taking that on, and then separating ourselves from it, like, right, it's happened now, I messed up, but I ain't gonna do that again. You don't leave it hanging over your head like a dark cloud. You let that dark cloud drift off away. And then again, we let ourselves go into that self-regression and self-healing. David, I'm going to get you a Rebel deck card, my love. I hope this made sense to you. I know you were in a comment, and I've seen that it was a big comment. I just scrolled it right up, so I've not read it yet. I'll read it in a minute. So let's see what the Rebel deck say for you, love. Now, sometimes it tells you something totally unrelated to your question. Okay, David. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. And this card is saying that like within you have all these ideas and again aspirations for things that you want to do, and not just for yourself but to help other people. Sometimes, like I said in the reading, you tend to set yourself way back. This is like, this card is saying like, know what you have within you and own it, and know how amazing you are, and to let that help you grow. Okay, let's see what you put a minute ago. So you said, well, I lost my nan and a few others, also had a heart breakup over a year ago, I'm trying to heal or do something to try and do something good because of something happened when I was young. Oh, I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry to hear that. Dave's like, I didn't know. Thank you for removing it. It does stay on my side. Yeah, the main reason why is, like Kerry said, everything Kerry said is totally right. But the main reason why is that is that I don't want you to feel like that you've given me any information that has led me to a different part of the reading. I want you to know that the reading is authentic and that it is connecting truly in with you. Because sometimes people get excited and they'll tell me stuff and I'll be like, oh, I was just about to tell you that. So anyway, it's okay, love. Do not worry about putting things in the chat. I hope that was alright for you. You put Yeah, you were spot on. I'm speechless. Oh, thank you, love. And thank you for coming into the stream, because I feel like you have this beautiful energy about you. I feel like that you yourself need to own that and really understand that. That reading, guys, was very, very emotionally. I know if I put this around 1 second, guys. That reading was very, very emotional. Like, I don't know if that emitted whilst I was giving it, but I could feel it myself. We're going to have a 5-minute break from the readings. Please stick around. I'm still going to be here. We are going to be chatting, having an intermission, as they say, because that, David, my love, thank you for coming in today. And I feel you, and I feel for you, and I'm sending you lots of love and healing. Sorry, guys, we're having like a 5-minute break, because I just need to refresh these energies. So, when does that just come? Why'd you open it without me knowing?
I wanted you to see it like this.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Why have you got it on your head?
Because I'm the boogeyman.
You don't look like a boogie man, you look like a weirdo.
I'm the boogeyman.
Erin says, hey Gary.
Hello.
You know, they don't have a clue what you're doing right now. Like, I'm not even on my camera. You're not coming on my stream, like, make everyone disappear. No. Stop it.
I love these stuff.
Hey Tanya.
These are so cool.
Tanya says, hi everyone, hey lovebirds. What's it got on it? Is that like a vulture?
Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe breathing. Or crow.
I'm sorry I had to laugh at the rebel card while it said of this. Yeah, the rebel cards, they just tell you how it is. Everyone laughs at them. But that's the why we do them at the end, because we can have a bit of an emotional time, and then we need to like switch that energy back up.
These are awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
It's very cool.
I'm going to meet Hen and Roma tomorrow. Oh, that sounds lovely, Tanya. And he says, hey Gary, you weirdo.
You know it.
So, by the way, guys, like I was saying, tonight when my children are in bed, I'm going to be going to a spiritual church, and there's an open circle, and basically what that is anyone can go to it, and you have like a mixture usually of people who are mediums, people who are learning how to be a medium, people who have been a medium for years, people who don't want to give anyone a reading, but they just want to see if they can receive one, and people who are just intrigued with it and just come to see what it's all about. And that's where like my journey started with all this, like back when I was 16. Not in this particular one, because I'm in a whole different area now. But tonight is my first time going back to one, and I can't wait to connect in and give somebody a reading from their loved one from spirit. It feels like it's been forever.
Mind if I have one too?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm joking.
I know you do.
You put that in the bin, please. Not in
Got munchies.
No, it was my dinner. Erin says, LOL, I love her rebel deck. David, always good. Well, when we're nearly at 1,000 subscribers, guys, and when we get to 1,000, we are going to do a giveaway for the rebel deck cards. So that's going to be really fun. and hopefully we'll hit that 1,000 within the next few weeks or so. Sometimes, like when I get new subscribers, YouTube sometimes takes a few of them off me, and it's really annoying, especially now that we're nearly at that 1K. Like last time I did a stream, which was like last Friday, I got up to 975, and then over the weekend it went down to like 968, and it really upset me. Like, no, I was getting so close. Why? And this is just what happens with YouTube. They sometimes take some subscribers away. So now we're 969. So it'll grow back up again, surely but slowly. Tanya says, I'd love to go to a spiritual church again. I have been once, but I want to make sure I want to get a real one. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? When you go to an upper circle, the people who are giving the readings, like you don't know if they're a platform medium, which is like somebody who gets bookings to do readings at churches, or if they are a charlatan. The one thing you need to make sure is when you get a reading off anyone, that you only answer them yes or no, or I'm not sure. Do not give the medium any information. Do not feed them any information, because some mediums who are charlatans will ask a leading question. They'll say stuff like, who was the person who wore glasses? And the vulnerable, emotional person who's getting the reading might go, oh my God, that my dad wore glasses. He passed away last week of an heart attack. And the medium will be like, an heart attack? I felt like my heart was beating fast, and I felt like it was a fatherly figure. And basically, they're feeding off your information, so you don't do that. You just say yes, no, or I'm not sure, or I'll have to check. It's important to keep that when you connect, when it's a spiritual medium, it's important for the medium to hear your voice instead of just nodding your head, so that they can keep that conversation with spirit, because it's like being a telephone. Okay, spirit are on one side, the medium is the telephone, and you're the receiver on the other side. So you have to have that vocal communication instead of just nodding your head, so that the medium can keep that channel clear. But apart from that, yeah, don't answer any questions. If the person, or you can say I understand. So if the medium says, who's the person in the glasses, you can just say I understand, and they will have to do the work to give you the reading. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't tell them who it is. Tanya, I was going to put that on my screen, but best not. I love Phoenix Nights. I don't think Gary's ever watched Phoenix Nights, so I'm going to have to get him on it. And Kerry said, is Gary going to be doing new music? At some point in the future, he will be. Obviously, at the moment, he doesn't have anything that he needs to be making his music. It says 969 on mine too, Anna. YouTube's stupid sometimes. Like at the moment, he doesn't even have his guitar. Baby, come and sing us a song.
No.
Please.
I just did.
No. Not the same.
I'm not well.
You're always not well.
It's just UK weather. Let's see. You waited for me to sing.
Yeah. People miss you singing.
He's he's always happy. He never looks mean. Even if the sun should come in between. The man in the moon is smiling 'cause he's in love. The man in the moon is smiling 'cause he's in love. love with the girl in the world. She's there in the evening. She never comes late. All day she spins around, but never makes him wait. Yeah, right. The man in the moon is smiling, 'cause he's in love. The man in the moon is smiling, 'cause he's in love with the girl in the world. Manchester.
A very rebellious, like, plays guitar in the background.
A bing-a-ling-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling. I don't have a guitar on me right now.
We have one, but it's a child's one. And one of the strings is
Always
broke.
Yeah.
Hey, real Pamster, she says, so nice to come in to Gary singing.
Oh, hey, real Pamster.
And Kerry says, woo, Gary singing. See, everyone loves you singing. Red Bear says, encore. Come on, encore, encore.
Encore.
Yeah.
I don't know what to sing. I'm making a cig. I'm making a cig. 'Cause Keeley Talks gets to take a break while I sing. So I wanna make a cig too. 'Cause I wanna kill my throat. So I'm making a cig. And you guys get to joke.
Felicia's like, no, Duet. No, you ain't gonna get me singing. I can't sing.
Yes, you can, folks.
I can't.
Do not be fooled. I've heard her sing before. And just imagine the way she talks, but in melody. It's beautiful. Really is.
Tanya says, hold on, Garrett. You're in Manchester, one of the best cities in the world for music. Why haven't you learnt nothing yet?
Ooh, snap.
I don't know if you knew that.
Oh yeah, I mean that when I went to the pub that night, that guy was fantastic, and I'm surprised he actually let me grab his guitar and sing and close the show. That was an experience for me. It was awesome. We gotta go back there one night. I don't remember which one it was, though.
How can you go back if you don't even know which one it is? Hey, Jenny.
We can figure it out.
We can just go to another pub.
We'll just look up where they're having, live gigs.
Kerry says, Tanya, your obsession spreads. We all know why you're saying that. Because Oasis are from Manchester.
Oh, what now?
Oasis.
Oasis.
It's the band.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about a place?
Like that song, like Don't Lack in Anger.
Yeah.
I love that song.
There's some fantastic musicians from here.
I know some bands.
What's the Beatles from?
Beatles are from Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool, that's right.
Miss Cowsers. You're right, sir. Gotta see. That's how they're talking in Liverpool. Tanya says, no, Kevin, well, I may love Oasis, but Manchester is more than Oasis. So many great bands are from Manchester. Yeah, Take That from Manchester as well. You know, Robbie Williams and that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Didn't know he's from Manchester. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're from Manchester. There's loads of great bands from Manchester.
There's some really good bands from Jacksonville, too.
What was your band called?
Excuse me?
Did you say it squeeze me?
Excuse me.
The bird saying, I'm going north. Tanya says, Liam all the way. I love them both. I love Noel and Liam. Gary's buzzing because I got him a rolly maker.
And I finally know how to use it.
And he knows how to use it now, and he can make his own rollers now. Because he was spending like £10 for a packet of cigs.
I'm so excited.
But now we don't have to. You can just buy £10, spend £10 on a packet of tobacco, and it can last weeks.
And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose a lump, and I think I like it.
Jenny says, I'm weird. I like bands from Australia. That ain't weird. You like what you like.
Australians got great musicians as well.
Yeah. Great musicians all over the world.
Yeah, absolutely. What was that band called again that Stevie wanted me to help him with?
How am I supposed to know that, love?
God, I can't remember names now. The TV is loud. I'm sorry. Was smoking your face or something?
It's alright. From Sheffield, we've got some. Yeah, you can turn that off now. Please. Okay. I've got nice and warm. I was freezing before. Evan said Oz has some good music too. I agree. I'm not familiar with like the music from Australia, but like I said, you get great bands all over the world. Okay, we can get back to the readings, guys. If you'd like a reading, put 1 in the chat. Maybe it's like game face. I've got like a no makeup face today. Did you see the picture that I sent you?
Yeah,
What I found while I was out shopping. Hey, Carol. Tanya says Buzzcocks, James, the Courtenay's, Joy Division, the Charlatans, Doors, Happy Mondays. Happy Mondays are from Salford, you know where I'm from. The Smiths,
oh, I love the Smiths.
Inspiral Carpet, Stones Roses,
The Cure,
New Order, Elbow, Oasis, The Fall, Electronic Hair in Manchester.
I love the Smiths, although I feel like when Morrissey went solo, he kind of lost it a bit.
If you'd like a reading, guys, put number 1 in the chat. Let's see if we're drawn to.
The only thing I don't like about these is the filter is so small. It's so short. When it gets closer to the end, it starts to burn my fingers and all that.
Jenna, I feel drawn to you, love. Do you want to put your question in the chat, love? Simply Red is another great one from Manchester as well. Simply Red.
Classic.
Oh, Tanya did it. She put Simply Red in there as well. And the Bee Gees.
Oh, who doesn't love the Bee Gees? Come on.
And the Bee Gees from Australia, though.
Breaking this town, and they all should let us be. We belong to you and me.
They're from Manchester. I didn't know that because I'm just googling now. It just said Australia to me, and it says that the principal members were Barry Gibb, who was born on the Isle of Man, Robin, Isle of Man, confusing. Jenna says loves the Salford accent. Oh, thank you. Jenna says, oh, thank you, and I love your accent. I'd love to know if my little business will take off on what you see for my love life, please. Okay, so I will see what comes out in the tarot. Like your first bit is a yes or no question, so I might have to get the pendulum for that bit. I love Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Money is my favourite, and Another Brick in the Wall. Got a song stuck in my head now. Okay, so Jenna, love. The first card I've got out for you is the 4 of Wands, and this is all about foundations being set, and I feel like that is related to love life and your business, your little business. But right now, it's like the foundations are being put in place so things can grow. The 4 of Wands is also the twin flame card, the card that let me just read Annie's comment quickly. She says, "Oh Gary, you pack the Bee Gees song. That's one of the first. You would pack the Bee Gees song. That's one of the first songs I remember my dad listening to."
Mm-hmm. It's one me and my boys love to sing because their harmonies are impeccable.
You sing it very well. I've never heard you sing that before.
Really?
Yeah.
You
You know what, right, guys? He doesn't sing that much for me now. He sang more for me when he was in America.
Because you made 5-minute break, Gary, sing.
No, me even privately. He sang for me more there.
Oh, I have my guitar.
Well, if we get you a guitar, are you going to sing for me?
Yeah.
Nikki, we'll ask him to do it after this reading. I've just got to do Jenna's reading, but Nikki wants to know, will you sing I Just Gotta Get a Message to You?
How does that one go?
I don't know. Okay, what did he get you for Valentine's? He got me a coat and some boots and some chocolate and a card. And I got him a coat.
That's an underpants.
And some underpants. Anyway, Jenna, sorry, love. let's get back to your reading. So as I was saying, the Four of Wands is also the twin flame card. So this is about, like, at the moment you're emitting this energy to find your twin flame, to find that person who is meant to be with you. But I want to say that your life at the moment, because it's about building the foundations for your business and for your life, that every time you get in any sort of situationship, that it's very rocky, and it's like there's that clash feeling. It's like we're clashing every time, and we're not progressing onto the next stage. Okay, we're not progressing onto that next stage of trust and feeling settled and feeling calm. And I feel this is because we're at this stage in our lives that we're truly having to celebrate and embrace where these foundations are setting surrounding your business. Okay, I want to say that there's some sort of travel coming up for you, Jenna, or that you're wanting to travel to expand yourself. And I want to say that this is also where you're going to be meeting that twin flame energy. When I say travels, it could be overseas, but it may not be overseas. You may be just be going like 30 miles down the road, but there's some sort of travel there that we are humming and ahhing about whether we're going to do that or not. It's like, shall I do it or shall I not? And these cards are like giving you that push, like to trust yourself. I want to say that your instincts are telling you to branch out, but you keep honing that back in, you keep pulling that back in. You have been through something that is very, very hurtful in the romantic side of things, Jenna. Like, you really seriously had your heart broke. And this caused a lot of like emotional upset. I want to say that as we were starting off the business, that we also had, because we're talking about two subjects into one, these cards are interlinking, that there was also things where we did get heartbreak and upset as well. From that, like, we got a few setbacks. Hey Kevin, I'm doing well, how are you? We had some setbacks that nearly made us quit. Like, literally, I want to say you was on the verge of giving up, like, because you felt like you weren't getting to the place you needed to be. And I feel like that now you're starting to see them results and you're starting to feel more positive about it. Now, regarding the relationship side of things and love life, I want to say that surrounding this heartache, your heart is still healing from that trust that was broken, my love. And I feel like that right now it's about focusing on progressing the tangible side of things, because this is growing us. This is getting us to that place where we need to be. I want to say you're the type of person that is like so independent anyway. You just love to be on your own 2 feet. We've got this Queen energy, not just Queen, but Queen of Pentacles. Now the Pentacles is all surrounding life, business, career, home. And I want to say that you're that person that you want to be. You want to be that person who knows everything you own is what you earned and what you got yourself. And I want to say in the last 3 years you've really blossomed, and they're giving me the 3. I want to say the last 3 years are really significant for you, Jenna. And I'm not saying that is when you started your business 3 years ago, but I want to say that then foundations did start to get in place around 3 years ago, and now we're at that place where we can celebrate and we can look back and see what we paid off. I want to say, Jenna, that you constantly try to have this serious attitude about life, and you tend to forget about having fun. And I want to say that that you were that person, okay, and you kind of like lost yourself in that sense. You kind of lost yourself in focusing on everything, and the Page of Pentacles is coming in and saying, like, don't forget that silly side of Jenna who can who is adventurous and will take risks and do daft things just to have fun and have a laugh. Have you just made the cat sneeze? How did you make him sneeze?
It's in his ear.
That was just proper random. Okay, Jenna, let me get you a numerical card as well. Okay, you've got sleep. I want to say that the sleeping pattern has been all sorts of messed up. Jenna, you're needing to finding that time for yourself to be resting properly, so you can give yourself fully to the things that you need to do in your career and your love life. Okay, I feel like the love life has been kind of like put on pause. Hey, Xenia. And also we have compassion. We have Kuan Yin. This card it's all about like there's a need. I want to say you put pressures on yourself that don't need to be there, Jenna, and you put judgments on yourself. Like I can see your picture, girl, and you're absolutely gorgeous. But I want to say sometimes you put judgments on yourself if you don't get to where you need to be, or sometimes you tend to like prejudge people without getting to know them. This card is telling you to focus on the love and light that's within you and within everybody. And again, they're bringing that meditation in there, telling you that there's a need to meditate, to bring in that light, so that we can relax as well. This will help with the sleep. If we do this before we go to bed at night, it can really help us have a beautiful deep sleep. I'm gonna get you a Rebel Deck card, Jenna. Sketchy boy's happy. He's just been cleaning his toenails. He's just been cleaning his toenails and now he's licking you. Yeah. Xenia says, how are you? I'm doing well, Xenia. How are you doing, love? Okay, Jenna, I think you see me give the readings of these cards earlier, but I always remind everyone that these cards, they sometimes tell you something unrelated to your reading, and they're very blunt. They tell you what you need to know rather than what you want to hear. And it's they are very direct and in your face. This card, I don't want to read it.
You have to.
What?
You have to.
Okay. Jenna, it says, have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. This card comes about when our eating patterns have been off, and sometimes we're skipping meals, and it's messing with our mood. There's a need there to make sure that we have them healthy meals at the right time. Especially when I see you keep skipping breakfast as well. And so make sure that you have them meals when you needing to have them, and stop skipping them. Okay. I feel like sometimes it's not a case of we're doing it on purpose. We're just so busy and caught up with forgetting. I hope that was okay for you, Jenna. Jenna says, you are spot on. Thank you, lovely. And I'm thinking of moving home. I wonder if that's the travel. And the Rebel Deck card, ha ha ha. I haven't ate yet. She hasn't had anything to eat yet. Card's calling you out, Jenna. Anyway, thank you for connecting with me. Hello, Dive JD as well. She says, hi, Keely and Gary. Just popping in to say hello.
Hello.
She says, amazing, thank you. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you for coming through. Guys, if you'd like a reading, please put 1 in the chat. Why do you let him lick your face? It grosses me out.
Because he loves his papa.
He's just sat there letting the cat lick his face, guys.
He's exfoliating.
It's exfoliating. You.
You get that sandpaper tongue. You stink too.
I feel like my cheeks are starting to burn up.
Spin it. I love how he just lets me crazy.
1 second, guys. Okay. Annie says, "Ew, Gareth, I can't talk. My cat used to do that sometimes too." And hey, Kirsty.
The kisses.
Kevin, I feel drawn to you, love. Do you want to put your question in the chat? Yeah, Gary's getting lots of kisses off the pussycat.
Look at you like, what you call me?
He's a cute pussycat.
Doves, Papa.
Oh, I don't know what happened then. It all flashed. Dive JD says, please hit the like button and subscribe to Keely's channel if you haven't already.
Yes, please.
Oh, what's happening? Come here, look at this. It's so weird. Quick. Let's not doing it now. Did it happen for you guys on the other side? It started all glitching up the screen. Really? Smells cheese. Yeah, it happened on their side. It glitched. That was so weird. It was like going yellow and weird. Ugh. That's so weird. And then when you bang the table, it fixed it.
There you go. You go look back.
Yes, Keely glitched out. Yeah, they all saw it glitching. And that was so weird. I've never seen it do that before.
Want to tell me something?
What?
A little bang.
Why are you offering?
After I shower.
Yeah, your screen went crazy. Yeah, it did. Where is my father's phone? He lost it, I guess. Well, yeah, Spirit do interfere with the electronics sometimes, and things fall like all the time. Sometimes it is our fault, but I mean, sometimes things fall when no one's near it, don't they?
Yeah, it'll just tip over and fall. Just like the thing that hits you in the head. Trying to knock some sense into it.
That wasn't funny. That hurt. So hurts.
I know, I'm sorry, baby.
Yesterday I was putting a chicken in the freezer, and a big bottle of
Detergent or something.
it's not detergent, it's the other one, softener. Bottle of softener fell onto my head. 30 subscribers to go, says Dad for JD.
Nice.
Got an itch on my knee. Okay, Kevin says, where's my father's phone? He lost it again. So that's not something I can read with the cards. So let me just see if I can pick anything up. Because this is some kind of thing that I'd have to ask Spirit about. And that can be very draining when I'm doing it over online. You don't know how to put the protection around you. Careful.
Oh, just when you said that, immediately I saw wash and dry.
We are talking about washing as well. We are talking about the washing as well, aren't we, right now?
Maybe it fell behind it. Or somewhere around there. Check the laundry room.
Gary says check the laundry room. Gary isn't a trained psychic, so let me just let you know about that.
I'm not trying, but sometimes things come to me.
No, but I mean, it's on the stream.
You started looking at this. Never realized there was a swan in there.
How did you not know that?
Hmm?
How did you not know there was a swan in there?
I never stared at it before. But now, as soon as I looked at it, I was like, there's a swan in there.
And Gary didn't know that there was a swan in there. Pro says glitched is an alien thing. Ooh.
Let's put that in the ashtray.
I didn't realise. Okay, let me see what I pick up, Kevin. Remember that Gary said check the laundry room. I'll tell you what I get. What I got was the garden. Love, check the garden. I can see grass. So check around there. Like I said, it's very, very draining trying to connect while you're doing it over online. Like it's easier to connect into the spirit side of things when you're with someone face to face. But that's all I see. Like as soon as I try to connect in there, I just seen grass. So if he's been anywhere where there's grass, check around there. You know, if it's out and about, you know, somebody might have picked it up already. But if you have a garden, check there. Okay, guys, if you'd like a reading, put a 1 in the chat. The cat got his feet stuck out.
I'm loving it.
Hello, Dr. Soup.
Oops.
Okay, I feel drawn to Xenia. If you have a question, which I feel you do, please put it in the chat. If you don't know what to ask, you can always ask for a general reading. How are you doing, Soups? Soup says, hey Gary, I'm putting nutter butters in my chicken noodle soup. That's nutter butters.
My favorite cookie. We call them cookies.
Is it an actual cookie or is it a biscuit?
It's what you call a biscuit, but we call them cookies.
Oh.
It's peanut butter. It's delicious. That's been my favorite for years. Another butter and some milk.
Sue says, doing good. How are you guys? We're doing good.
We're growing.
Yeah.
Together.
Since Gary's been here, he's grew like 4 inches.
What's that?
That sounded wrong.
No.
What?
4 inches wide.
But yeah. Okay, Xenia. She says, or he says, guidance for me reading. Who for Jay? Lennox says, is Gary okay? Yeah, Gary's fine. You're alright, aren't you, Cockalooka?
Dying a slow, painful death.
What, by being lit to death off the cat?
Yep, you called it.
Casey said, just exactly what has grown 4 inches?
My belly.
His belly, apparently. It says, I would be in the pub all the time if I was LOL. They are such cute, cozy places. They're also very loud sometimes as well. Aren't they?
Well, I'll never forget my musical experience.
Well, hopefully you'll have many more.
Hanging out with gangsters.
Plastic gangsters.
Pretty much. I'm like little wannabe hustlers. Ooh, sorry, wait.
Okay, so that's the good food you provide for him, Keela.
Indeed. Can't wait for Sunday.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a chicken roast dinner on Sunday. Okay, says the way to a man's heart is a good hearty dinner. The suit says I go to Irish pubs around here and they are so nice. Are the pubs in England like the pubs in America? Well, not the bars, but like the pubs,
Nope.
the Irish pubs in there.
Well, there's maybe 1 or 2, but there are people that were from Ireland and they came and built a franchise.
What about the atmosphere though? Is the atmosphere?
Yeah, it's still very American, but still fun.
Yeah.
It's just the people that own the place are the nicest.
Well, you gotta have a good landlady or landlord. Not landlady. Oh wow, it's gone out my head.
I'm Adam.
No.
That would be a good pub.
I can't think of a word.
Shop owner, restaurant here.
Soup says that I showed Dan an Irish pub I go to and he said it looks similar. Yeah, I've seen like pictures and that they do look similar to the ones we've got over here. I've got no that. The only reason I was asking Gary is because obviously I've never been out of the UK, so I've got nothing to compare.
Oh, there's some.
I've got nothing.
But in Florida, it's few and far between.
All I know is what the atmosphere. For me, like when you're on a night out, you don't ever remember the actual pub, what it looked like or whatever. You just remember the atmosphere and having fun.
I remember the pubs that I went to that night. They were really cool. Very nice.
And I did karaoke on one night,
Mm-hmm.
and I was very drunk. Okay. Xenia, my love, these are 2 cards I pulled out for you. You got the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so I feel like that there must be some air-related signs surrounding you or surrounding Jay or surrounding this situationship, okay, in general. Now, the 7 of Swords coming out first. You got us that bottle of pop what you got there. The bottle of pop.
Energy drink?
Yeah. So surrounding Seven Stars, that energy there, I feel like that there's this very unsettled feeling between. I'm sure that there are ones in the US that are trash, lol. I don't know. I wouldn't know because I've never been to any.
What?
Soup says that she's sure that there's some in the US that are trash.
Yeah.
In the UK though, like we have more pubs than McDonald's, and in the US you have more McDonald's than you have pubs. Like in the UK, every pub is walking distance.
That's true. I know there's still a couple I want to check out. Down there you showed me.
You should go. Okay, Xenia, surrounding your relationship, my love, there's this sort of feeling of uncertainty. And I don't know if it's you or if it's Jay, but there's one of yous who is giving, and there's one of yous who isn't giving exactly what they should be giving. And I feel like that it's like this unbalanced energy, and it's like we don't know where the next step is going to be. It doesn't feel smooth. I mean, it's like we're putting on the rose tinted glasses that everything is okay, and on the outside world we're telling everyone it's okay, but within us we're feeling this uncertainty whether everything is going to work out the way that we want to. But it's causing us anxiety, Xenia. It's causing us restless sleep, and like keep having to ask them questions all the time, like, you know, where's this gonna go? And it's keeping us up at night. And I also want to say that there's been some tears as well. I want to say that, Xenia, I feel like this very, very innocent type feeling with you, and I want to say that you're letting Jay get away with quite a lot. Like I said, it's been, I want to say some points, it's been very one-sided. This card, the Fool card, it's reminding you to don't be naive. And what you need to do is take a step back and look at this as if you was giving guidance to a friend. Now, what guidance would you give to that friend if you've seen them in this situation? And remember that, okay? And don't be afraid to don't be afraid to call this out. And if you can't communicate in this way, or if this is causing you to be anxious, like you said, there's a need there that this isn't working. It's causing this rocky feeling for you guys. I want to say that Jay may be older than you. I feel like if they're not older, they act older than you. And I want to say that they talk down a lot, like they know better, and that your opinion doesn't really concern or matter when it should be. It should be an equal energy. Hey, Shrishti. There should be an equal energy there, and this equal balance between you two, but there's not been this equal balance. It's just been him wanting this or that, and I want to say it's like constantly being ridiculed and constantly like being spoken down to just because it's like a controlling energy, love. And right now I'm seeing that warning sign, get out, okay? There's a need I want to say there's a need to have a break away from this energy, so that you can truly step back and see if this is exactly what you want, okay? And I want to say, like, when he doesn't get what he wants, he puts his foot down and he stamps his feet, like, that's the type of energy I feel with him. And I feel like that this is causing you to feel like, I'm feeling overwhelmed and I'm feeling like, how can I keep putting this to sense? I want to say that you're in love with the idea of being in love, and that isn't a bad thing. I've been there myself, and it's when you're in like a relationship and it was so sunny and roses at the beginning, Xenia, and then things ain't working out exactly the way that you thought they would, but you fell in love with that person from the beginning, okay? And you fell in love with that person who made you feel special, and it's like we're waiting for that. Okay, well, Senior, you can't you can't be his healer. He has to heal himself. Okay, if he's not ready, then that is a clear sign again. He needs to step back, and you two need to step back. So you need to there's this strong feeling of like taking this break away. Hey Shrishti, if you look at this rolling banner here, love, it'll explain how the stream works. Just wait for it to start again. Yeah, read it from here. But this is need Senior, where you need to like have this quote in this energy, okay? Guarding your turn. I'm gonna get you a Rebel deck card, love. I don't feel like this. Like, I feel like I could give you so much more, but these are only small readings. These little free ones. Okay. Okay. Zini, you've got this one, love. You are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. This is saying, like, don't let other people's issues, such as Jay's issues, be pushing you down, okay? You're going through a tough time, but don't let that overcome you. Don't let that overwhelm you. Remember who you are, okay? Remember how strong you are. Just need a drink. Thank you for connecting with me, Xenia. Okay, last reading for today, guys. Let me change my banner. Put a one if you'd like a reading in the chat.
So that might happen.
You're welcome, Xenia. Ryanbach says, for this morning, Keel, it's been months since last I had the pleasure of your live chat. Yes, I've been off the grid. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing good. Thank you for coming. Tanya, I've not really thought about what's going to happen on that day. I feel like that there's going to be a big transition of energy. I feel like everything's going to switch up and things are going to change over. Suits, I feel drawn to you. Do you want to put your question in the chat, love? It's going to be a quick 5-minute one, because then after that I literally have like 10 minutes to get ready and go and pick up the little ones from school. It's my daughter's third birthday on the 22nd. Aww. Well, that's a special day anyway. I can't do an astrology related one, Suits, because I've not learn what every single sign means. Like, I only know like little aspects and stuff. That is something that I'm still learning myself today. Okay, let's see what we've got. I know when I have a pen push what I want. No, it don't matter if it's vague anyway. Okay, Soups. I feel like that you'll realise you are where you want to be. I want to say that when you're peaking there, when you're getting to that place, I think that you're always on a Tuesday, Tanya, if I remember from when I used to work in a shop. I feel like that it will require you giving up something or changing things up, okay? Because the first card we have is the Death card, and the Death card means endings and beginnings, okay? It normally means the ending of something so something greater can begin. And I feel like that that you'll know that you're at the place where you need to be when it's like, okay, I have to give up this to get to this place, okay? And I feel like that is going to be the eye-opener for you. It's going to be like, okay, this is it, oh my gosh, well, I've got to make that decision. And I feel like that it's going to take a lot of strength. I've got the Leo, this is the Leo card, and this is all about strength, okay? But this isn't about strength in the sense of being strong, being macho. This is about inner strength. It's going to take inner strength and like gentle strength. I want to say that there's going to be that need to be gently pushing yourself. And I want to say as well, Soups, it's going to make you feel sometimes like I'm out in the cold, like this is an uncomfortable feeling. And that sounds weird because it's like, how will I know when I'm at a place that I want to be? But I mean, this is like leading up to it as you get closer. It's like right now I feel like separated and isolated. Not right now, like, but when you're at that place and you get into it, when you're reaching that target, it's like you're going to be feeling isolated and separated. But you need, in that time, you're going to have to keep reminding yourself that you're not isolated from people, to remember that there's always people and around that can support you to get you where you need to be. And there's also this need to be able to balance as well. Like, I feel like that this is the guidance side of it, is that when you get to that place, you need to balance it, so you're not just feeling like you're on this journey and it's uncomfortable or like this isolated feeling, but rather that you're able to balance this out, okay? Because I want to say, rather than just completely cutting that one thing out, that there is that ability to balance it. And this is how we're going to get onto that main path as well, that will lead to where we want to be. I'm going to get you Rebel deck cards. I'm sorry it was very quick, but like I said, I've got to go and get the little sprogs from school in a minute. Okay. You've got whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. I want to say that there's something that you want to do, but you're being impatient, and you know yourself right now isn't the time to do it. You're needing to wait a little while longer. Don't rush it. Not the right time. Right now is not the right time. And that's what I feel like you need to hear from them cards. Oh, thank you. And just put them back in the little box there. So we can put them back up here. Okay, so what we'll finish on, guys, is for anyone who didn't hear this at the beginning, this is from my spiritual as fuck cards, which you can literally pull one each day, and it gives you some guidance on what to do. It says on the card, like, the way you do it is pull one out each day and do whatever it tells you to do. So this one says, beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negative shit. And then it says here on the back, what's the first thing you thought of when you read negative shit? Write that shit down and take some space from it for a week. Then notice what happens in your life. You'll probably really like the results. So, pulling one of them each day. Well, thank you, Kevin. Thank you to our mods, and just thank you for coming. Like, we're not that many people in, but you know what? The stream has been constantly going. It's and at the end of the day, the people who need to be here and are here, and they've got their reading today. Anyway, guys, have a beautiful day, and I know it's Tuesday. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be live tonight because, like I said, I'm going to be going to church. I hope that I will be after I get back from church, but we will see. We will see how late it is. So take care, everyone, and ta-ra for now. Bye, guys.